After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Esfrosti rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime. Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
"15."
So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Esfrost in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzant next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific. But the Goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Esfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the Death Knell is ready.
What is this Death Knell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalas claimed it is powerful enough to break through the Goddess's shield.
To think Esfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolffort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their Saintly Seven now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzant as well.
Cordelia? Apologies. A brief spell of dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
This guy's still around, man?
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
Kill this sucker, and we can move on with our lives. Why is he still around?
We got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzant and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's return. Esfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life depending on their ability, instead of their birthright.
Just as in Esfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriat, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
Distinguished members of House Wolfford, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh man, the sarcasm going right now is so juicy.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolfford's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Esfrost. But the people have had their fill of war, and I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
My love? How did all this damage happen? These guys are fighting with magic and swords, but there's buildings being exploded and all this other crazy stuff. Like, what the heck is going on? Well, this is a lot. Go to the encampment real quick. Alright, I can buy 2 medals of valor. I can buy silver. Okay, we can buy some stuff. We can buy... Oh, look at this. Rank 3. Okay, we can buy stuff. Do I upgrade? Fight or fight? Increase your movement by 1 when enemies are nearby. Progress there. Recover HP when picking up spoils. Meh. Wow, 34. Okay. So, leveling up these people for... oh, increases your movement by 1 with clear weather. I'm hesitant to upgrade Roland because he's king now. He might not be rocking with us. Must be close to the end. You also have no clue what caused all of this damage. I thought I was close to the end, but now that this is happening, I feel like there could be another 15 chapters. We only gain one strength. One magic attack. Just not all that exciting. I think I'll choose her just because Sight Set actually seems kind of nice. I'm not crazy about everybody's stuff.
Effort is rewarded.
Reach the end of this path. Okay, so I want parchment, rare thorn, meteorite fragment. I saw one of those. Curious feather, diamond, jade. Parchment, meteorite fragment, curious feather, jade. Cast for one turn, use all TP to deal fire damage or fire type magic damage, setting the ground ablaze. The more TP consumed, the stronger the attack. Man, that seems so disappointing. Range of normal attacks. Charge for one turn, then deal physical damage to enemies in a straight line of 10 squares, ignoring their defense. Okay, that seems interesting. Like the range. Need the range. That's probably plus range as well. We're up high on Flugy or Flugy. and deal physical damage to a single enemy from above. Rare thorn for you. Increase range of command abilities. Now that's something I need. And an ally the ability to recover one time after falling in battle. Need some superior stone. You got any superior stone? Got 2. There's you. Alright, I'm gonna go with the range. I think the range is a little bit more important than that. And again, I think I'm gonna make use of the range more. Gosh, 10? 10? 10 is crazy. Those weapon mastery skills don't sound as flashy as Maxwell jumping into the air and killing 10 enemies in one attack. I wonder if the weapon mastery like helps with magic damage, because these just seem worthless. Oh, like, what are you doing sending your homies that have no HP and no defenses in the melee combat like that? You know, sometimes I be doing that, but it's not something that I want to do. It's more like, oh crap, I have to move this unit adjacent. Given the cast, the resources required is a little much. It's pretty crazy. They definitely want you to grind if you want to do that, or you know, maybe they only want you to get it for like one character or something like that. All right, well, we have, I think, 5 or 4 of these stories to go through, so let's get on it.
You've gotten better, my friend. Much better.
Only because I've had you to train with.
And how far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage? The Dawnspear himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal.
It's been a while since we last sparred. It takes time to adapt to a new opponent.
Perhaps so. Anyhow, I always enjoy our skirmishes. No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with Father. Must all 3 nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
You do not hear because you do not listen.
Hyzant offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving Esfrost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But Hyzant? Have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt? Such a change would be welcomed by our subjects and enrich their daily lives. We cannot concede everything while gaining naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
It has been decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
But Father, I'm just...
Now, Roland, if there is nothing else, pray leave me be. I have more important matters to attend to.
Yes, Father. If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check. Perhaps things would have ended differently.
Blaming yourself for past mistakes will lead you nowhere. You must look forward for the opportunities ahead.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Just as House Wolford stands with the crown, I stand with you.
I am fortunate to have as loyal a friend as you.
As am I. Enough sentimentality. Raise your spear so I can knock it down.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
Alright, but how did you get so strong? Just tell me that. These kind of feel like an afterthought. The weapon system could have been handled better. The caster doesn't need their weapon to do more damage. I mean, they do give you the option to, like, not purchase them, but it does feel like a waste. You know, I don't think anybody's gonna make it so that a caster can do 2 more damage on their book that does like 1 damage. I certainly would have considered adding other things, but maybe it's better than nothing. You know? I don't know. It doesn't seem better than nothing, but maybe it is. Regna was about to give Roland a backhand action. Pretty sure he was going to tell him to sit in the corner.
Lord Serenoa never ceases to amaze me. Despite all the hours he dedicates to his duties, he looks none the worse for wear.
Even so, I am certain it takes its toll on him. He wants to set an example for his people and those who serve him, and wishes not to worry them over his condition. Excuse me, Serenoa, but is there anything I could do to help?
Frederica, my apologies for the delay. The citizen's petition will require a bit more time, so why don't you and Gila return home ahead of me?
I see, if you insist. But please do not push yourself too hard, Serenoa.
I shan't. Thank you, Frederica.
Of course.
Is something the matter? It's rare of you to sigh like that.
Did I? Oh my.
It looks like something's troubling you. If you wish to talk about it, I am happy to lend an ear.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I sometimes wonder if I can go on like this.
Are things not going well with Lord Serenoa?
No! Serenoa is as kind and gentle as ever. It is my own self I have doubts about. I cannot help but wonder if I am truly of any use to him.
Since Lord Serenoa is always working so hard, why not give him a tonic to boost his vitality? I purchased one from a merchant not long ago. It should chase all his fatigue away.
A good idea to be sure, but the fact remains it is not me myself that is serving him.
Then how about preparing a meal for him? Something nutritious to fill him with vim and vigor.
Me? Cook?
Yes, I'm certain he would be delighted by anything that you make.
But I've never cooked before. I doubt anything I make would suffice.
You won't know until you try. Besides, what matters isn't the result, but the feeling behind it.
Found lies.
Use this cookbook. I'm sure you will find a recipe or two to your liking.
Thank you, Jila. Now then, which of these would Serenoa enjoy?
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be my mama. If you cook me something that tastes bad, I'm gonna tell you it tastes bad. Ain't no point in lying to them. Especially if you burn it. I'm gonna tell you, you burnt the crap out of this sucker food.
Working hard again today, I see. How fares the research?
It progresses, and shall continue to do so, provided you remain out of my way.
Never one to mince words, are you? What is it you're researching exactly?
Your questioning remains distressingly inefficient. As I explained just yesterday, I am exploring something truly groundbreaking.
And I'm asking you precisely how and why it's groundbreaking.
That would entail a thorough explanation of surface melting on ice crystals, one even you could understand. From there, I would have to explain how the quasi-liquid film on said crystal can then be thermodynamically stabilized.
All right. You win. I'm sorry I asked. But I can tell by your attitude all this work isn't good for you. You should join me for a swig of wine.
I'd rather not.
And why not?
Research has shown that wine inhibits the brain's higher functions.
Fewer words, more wine. A glass might shake a brilliant new idea out of that massive head of yours.
But my precious research! All I desire is to carry out my research without interruption. Are you listening, Eridor? My research on my terms. Why can they not grant me this one thing?
Yeah, well...
This cannot stand, Eridor. You hold me out here, yet you haven't so much as haven't touched your glass.
Oh, so you're an angry drunkard, are you? Lovely.
Me? A drunkard? Balderdash. It's the damn ministry. All their restrictions and secrecy. How are we to move forward if we can't share our techniques? Am I wrong?
You're damned right. As always, of course, about everything.
Sin on all that knowledge and skills is not good. Worse than me locking myself up here.
Glorious silence. Thought the poor fool would never shut up. Right then. Off to bed with you.